What?
What's the craziest day you
I
guys
don't think
remember?
that's true, Loki.
That is literally true. You can look up the statistics.
How about you stop going for Chad, buddy?
Oh, two
Yeah.
years ago. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Carry on
Why did
speaking.
Chad cheat on me?
Why do men murder women?
See,
Why
hello,
do
hello.
I don't
I
know.
don't
There it
know.
goes.
I mean,
Maybe they
I
like it.
don't really disagree with that because men assaulting women just because has been like a really big thing for a really long time. Have you guys heard about the new event where men just like rape women if they see a woman outside? I think it was in Africa,
Oh,
and
in Nigeria. Yes,
yeah, in
yes, I know it.
Nigeria.
Yeah. Yes, I know. It's like a type of thing where if a woman like it's in gangs, and then if they see a woman in the street, they just go up there and rape her. Oh, great.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
guys, what were like the
I
essay?
know it.
What were like the
And it
essay
happens
percentages?
every year. Happens
Okay.
every year, and like the country is so corrupt. Literally, I can't lie.
Well, I could respond to the infidelity. By statistics, majority of marriages that are lost is 80% because of the women. It's because of
No, women.
boredom, finances, um, and was oh it's like they just I think it's boredom when they were talking. And I've learned this from
So
female lawyers. My mother's a female lawyer, and quite a few divorces come from them leaving their husbands for whatever reasons.
yes,
Usually, yes.
that's
So that's
different.
high in
That's
women by
infidelity.
80%.
Hey,
Right.
have you ever looked at the tag? I'm gonna be real.
Do you
Honestly,
guys know
I
somewhere in
have.
Africa, in Somalia, there's something called FGM. Do you all know what FGM is?
Tell us.
Um, so like FGM is basically women's circumcision, and like it's illegal, and like once a girl like they normally do it when the child is like young, and like they don't use any sort of dosage. They just do it while she's awake, and they literally cut her, and
Yes, I've
it
actually
could affect.
yes, they show videos of that, of the culture. That's been going on for
Yeah,
probably thousands of
and
years.
it's illegal. I don't even know why they do that.
Well,
Are you
just
slow?
because you okay, so we're looking at an entire culture. So that's how you know how people love to pick on the Americans. Oh, you guys are so bad with the Native Indians, and you Native Indians cannot be practicing these kind of things. So now you're battling
What
between
do
a
you
country
mean,
setting
native?
a
But
law versus a culture that's continuously practicing something.
uh,
So
but
they're just
isn't
gonna
it
do it
funny
when
how
you're not looking. So
okay,
why do
but
they
But you
care to
do know
listen?
that it can affect the girl's life, literally.
it, there isn't. There is no society where women commit these crimes against men, even in matriarchal societies. Not at the same rate. And I do I don't think one out of 1,000 women it shows women are the problem. The amount of crimes men commit versus women shows a sign. And just because a woman might commit a crime against a man, the level of men committing crimes against women makes it not equal.
Well, there's two different kind of crimes. You're using everything physical. There's a lot of crimes women commit. They put a lot of guys in prison over lying. Did you know that? All they got to
But
do is tell you that he
But
touch me
that's
inappropriately, boom.
rare. We're
That's
talking
Oh
not
about
my
things
rare.
god.
that literally
Hold on,
happen
hold on.
all the
Before you
time.
say it's
Using
rare, before you say it's rare, do you have any statistics to that, or are you just saying it's rare? Because as the
it.
son of
Do you
lawyers, my
have
stepdad's a
statistics too?
criminal. My stepdad's a criminal defense attorney. They get women and men lie all the time. Absolutely,
Oh,
they make up
I do
lies.
have actual both anecdotal as well as real evidence, and that is the amount of cases that are reported and that might be faked don't show the entire picture because so many cases go unreported or unresolved. I think it's like less than 10% of all cases are faked. And also, these faked cases, there is a lot of contesting in them because of the plea of no contest, where you get a plea deal but you do not admit to a crime. And that is considered, that can fall under, depending on who's making these statistics, fake reports. And I'm saying this as someone who had my assaulter go no contest. Now, there's a whole other thing because his lawyer said,
I've been assaulted too, and nothing ever went to court. You think
yes,
women are the
that's
only
what
one
I'm
that gets
saying. Like,
assaulted? Let me tell you the difference between a woman and a young boy. Absolutely nothing. We're easy
I
prey.
was 3 when it happened.
Yeah, I was
So
very
don't tell me
young.
about
I was very young. You're not the only one. I'm not trying to be mean. Don't be a victim like you're the only person who suffered at a minor age. I literally went through it when I was a minor. You're not the only one.
uh,
Hey guys. Hello guys. I meet
Well, think of it like this. You got to see it from a perspective. Are you trying to be a Batman for females, or are you trying to be a Batman to help anybody who's been a victim?
I do help people. That's my career, is I help people. And that's why I understand that even men who are assaulted, the majority of the perpetrators are
Are
men.
you
And
a cop or like a nurse? Are you like a
I am,
samurai or a military person? Are you a good guy or like a bad guy?
what?
I think he's trolling you.
No, I'm
So
not. I just want to know what she is.
wait, well, when you said ninja, man, I don't know how to take that.
I didn't say
Since you,
ninja. I didn't say ninja.
what did you say, brother? If it's okay to ask, what was that?
I said, are you a doctor? Are you a cop? Are you a nurse? Are you a samurai? Are you a good
A
guy or a bad guy?
samurai? Did you, bro, sister? Don't.
Okay,
I'd
when
let
I
that
say
go.
samurai, I don't mean the literal sense of the
That's
soldiers in
trolling.
the Sengoku Jidai of
That's
1500s.
so
I mean it
trolling.
in a sense where you're a good guy.
Listen, samurais had a history of not being
See,
good
this is the
men.
appeal to logic. I need you to
No,
use
you're
your brain.
trolling. No, the
No,
I
little
this is
hate,
play.
logos. This is
He's
just
playing you.
logos, bro. This
He's
is
I
just
playing
hate
you.
simple
people appeal
logos,
to
bro. Like,
logic. That's the entire point, is to appeal to logic. That's how life works.
Well,
okay,
you can
all
appeal
I'm
to
doing is
all of
just
them.
asking you what your profession is.
He's trolling you. I'm telling you.
I'm
Whether if
I'm
it's
asking you a question.
logos,
Why is this guy hating
panthos,
on me?
or
Why does this guy hate
it's
me
not.
so
So
much?
I am a
He's
biomedical
trolling you.
engineer, but I do this as a volunteer group. And the volunteer group is a local group within my area that
That's
helps
very
with
sweet of
everything
you.
around the court proceedings because it can be very emotionally taxing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, who's making these polls?
Hey, night dude. Hey, Pastor Ray. Why did you only come at me as soon as I said samurai?
Hold on, man.
Because you're
I
like
don't
a
want to
knight
go
and
off.
everything. Do you just
Here,
like what
here's
if
what
I
I'm
just
saying,
said, what
man.
if you were like a
I'm
knight?
not gonna
Like a
talk
knight?
to you, man. I'm sorry. You're disrupting.
He just hates me.
Dude. I would have to agree to what he's saying. I'll add to make it quick so you can make a quick response or a longer response. Sorry. Yes, if you're going into a location of helping people as a pastor, there's just no bias to me. Young men, young women, older, middle age, whatever. My heart's out to them. I'm not here to play statistical. We do know statistically with things can be more violent, but at the response, you're a response team to help them, not a response to who's worse, right? And who's better. You got a young kid, you got a middle age. I mean, I hope even old people are on your mind. What I always think about does anybody ever do the study on the P word people? That how many times were they P worded before somebody stepped in and helped them out? They didn't. They just got caught, called bad names. Boom. The next kid you're saving, it could grow up to be one of those P words. And they could be like that because they are older, or they're overweight, they got a beard, they look funny, right? Just throw them away. But he was a little kid at one time and nobody helped him. He was diddly brainwashed. And so when you're a hero to people, like I said, what kind of Batman are you? Are you for the females, the males, or are you for the broken at heart?
I'm for everyone. And yes, me at my job and me talking about this today are very different. I don't blame all men. I hate when I say that I hate men because a lot of my friends, actually all of my friends are men. I don't want to hate men, but there is this.
Did she
I
get
think she
voice
got
banned?
banned.
She got voice banned. Not her fault. It just happens. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in the business is and what she's getting into, she's doing some form of an engineering now. You never know this girl's future. She may go full time. My mother was a school teacher, became a lawyer, right? This girl could really take it to another level. And, she's so young, her worldviews will change. I'm an older man. I know my worldviews have changed a lot. And it's not against, as a pastor, against Jesus or anything. It's just how I see the world because I've gotten a taste of it, and the world can be ferocious. You can find out it's not your friend, right? And so what I'm simply saying is her worldview could change. She could go full time, be a lead team, start a nonprofit, which would be beautiful. I hope she succeeds because at the end of the day, as a pastor, one of the things I see is it's not how much is in your account, but how much your account of your heart that you invested into other people, right? Because let's just say you were to go meet Jesus. You said, okay, let's just say Jesus said, all right, how many people did you actually help? Oh, Jesus, I got 50 mil in my account. That's nice. I own the entire universe. How many people did you help? Were you just thinking about yourself? Was that it? You? Now, and I'm not being mean, but he's not going to say, were you helping the women only or the men? He's not going to ask that either.
Ooh, I think everyone died.
Well, I was hoping the young girl will come back. Once her time's up, she'll leave, come back, and just watch what she's saying. 'Cause that AI, it's not her fault. That AI is not friendly to anybody. That thing will ban you just for being like, "Hey, how you doing?" Voice warning. Right? We don't say words
I
like
think
that.
yeah, I guess I could say something. I don't know if this is already talked about. I think a constant issue now, especially with social media, is we've forgotten the original purpose of relationships. Like, what do you, like, generally, relationships are supposed to make your life better, but we
Yes.
forgot what it meant, and now it's basically just you show it off in social media because you want to show, like, hey, I got this baddie, or hey, I got basically this
Yeah,
baddie
that's
girl, this baddie
true.
guy.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's basically about like showing
Yeah,
off your
yeah,
trophy. Basically, like,
yeah.
yo, man, I'm just so good. Look what I got. Well, actually, the general purpose of a relationship is to improve your life. You want to you want to have good experiences with someone. You want to make memory with someone. The purpose isn't to just find someone that makes you look good.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
That's
basically just you look good, and it's like you get to make some, I don't know, social media clips off of it, and it's like, wow, man, look at this person I got through, I don't know.
well, a psychologist, I was listening to him talk about that particular thing you're saying. He said, I could look at a lot of people through my years as a psychologist and I kind of study, body language and all that. And he said, I could look at pictures and tell you who's doing good and who's not. And he said, statistically, the people that put up like multiple pictures a day, this isn't 100%, but this is majority. They're not doing good in their marriage. The ones that barely put up any pictures, like you see a husband and he's got a picture that he had 5 years ago, and he's got his kids, his wife, and that's about it. And maybe every month he may throw something, maybe, and it's generally not even of himself. It's family pictures. They said these people, women and men that are like this, statistically have a happier, enjoyable life. The ones that keep throwing up pictures, look at us on the moon, look at us under the ocean, look, we're touching Jaws in this big cage. Look at us. They said those are the ones who usually have the most fights.
I don't think that's true. I mean, I think a lot
He
of
didn't say
material needed.
100%. He said
I know.
majority. Yeah, go ahead.
I know,
My
but we're
fault. Go
speaking
ahead.
we're speaking broad here. I think a lot of the material needed to show the world that you're having such a good relationship to begin with proves that you are, right? I mean, if I'm taking my potential spouse to the roller coaster, the amusement park, and I'm taking pictures and saying, look how wonderful my life is probably wonderful. I wouldn't be posting a picture like that if my life wasn't wonderful, right? I think we need to understand that. So.
Well, I'll tell you from the
No,
hood
you
perspective.
realize that the majority of people can just majority of people do just flat out lie about what is it, especially the bigger ones.
So
I don't know.
tell
I mean,
you
I
this,
think
like going
okay,
to.
but why are we so invested in other people's relationship? Okay, it might be
Yes.
fabricated.
I think
but it's not-
lying is a very big deal. I don't think. I think lying, like you said earlier, I mean, I think lying is a very big deal. I don't think the average person just lies, right? Lying is something
Yeah, they
very, very
do a
severe.
lot.
It's
No,
overlooked, and
no,
it doesn't happen,
no,
right?
no, no. The average person lies at least once a day. If they have
Let's stop
social
projecting
interaction.
here. Let's stop projecting
No,
respectfully.
no,
The
no,
average person
hold
does
on,
not
hold on,
lie.
hold on.
You didn't say that, I don't lie.
Hold on. It is a psychological fact that people, when faced in
Average
situations,
man.
I don't know why this woman is interrupting me. Can you mute her?
No, because he's talking about the average man, just
Yeah,
FYI.
shut up, shut up.
Whoa, let's not say that. That's a very, very bad word. Let's not say that.
No, I know
Yeah,
that.
you
I
actually
know this
can't get
girl.
voice banned for saying that.
People like that.
They're not very friendly
It's,
to
My
that.
bad,
it's
my
just
bad,
people,
my
it's just
bad.
more people like
It's
that.
not
People like
us.
that.
That it's the you
Conversation.
tell
Really,
that to the
really
little
weird.
AI that's listening to
Hello?
you.
Yeah. I mean, if
Can
you
you
guys
hear
want to
us now?
hear a little bit of an anecdote, like my specific
We don't.
partnership, I take pictures and post it on every platform. I post it on Tumblr, I post it on Twitter, I post it on Reddit, I also post on Instagram as well. I want the world to see how successful a relationship is. I want the world
Yeah,
to
you're
take
gonna get
example
cooked.
of me, right? And I think a lot of
You're
people
gonna
like that
get
out there
cooked.
also want to take example from other people. They look at other people's pictures and they look at them and they say, "How? Wow, I want to be like that." And I think it's very, very important that we have
Because
references
you think
to
that's
look up to
reality?
in life.
You think that's reality? You think what you
Absolutely,
see?
it's reality. I mean, I'm taking pictures in reality. I'm posting them in
Hold on,
reality.
hold on,
What are
hold
you
on,
talking about?
hold on. Relax, brother. I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm trying to reason with you. Do you think that what we see on social media is a direct representation of reality.
Absolutely. I mean, frankly, the
Well,
first
well
and
then,
foremost,
Okay,
you have to
yeah,
understand. No, you have
he's
to
never
understand.
come to the side
Channing,
then.
listen, please, please. You have to understand. First and foremost, in order for them to take a picture, they must exist. They have to be in reality. They're there together. They're taking a picture. They're posting a comment with a caption. They're real.
okay,
They're
but
there. And you need to
according,
look at them and take an example from them in
according,
order for you to be like them.
hold on. According to that logic, films, reality
That's
shows,
not
and
no, that's
any
not even how it
content,
works whatsoever.
any content.
But here's the thing, King. I get your point. Yeah, I get
He'll
your point.
learn the hard
But
way.
King, when your favorite streamer is on stream and he's smiling and he's acting a certain way, is he not that way for that specific period of time? Yes or no? Okay, end of discussion. So he
really.
was real and he was true for that period of time. He may turn out to
You're
be fake,
Oh
but
my
that's a different
god.
reality. That's not the
You're
reality we're talking
brainwashed.
about.
You're
Listen, you have to
brainwashed.
understand,
You're
guys, if you
right.
don't mind. There's 6 people talking to me. I just want to get a point across really quickly here, if you don't mind.
You're
When
brainwashed.
they really quickly, guys, please, really quickly. When that couple takes a picture at that amusement park, smiling together in that photo that's live, the Apple has a feature that has live photos. For those 5 seconds, they are real and they're smiling
How
and
do
they're
you know
happy.
that?
Whatever
How do you
happens
know that?
outside of that, that
How do you know
moment
that?
is true because they're smiling and that picture has been.
Okay, then you're a
What is a
fool.
picture?
You're a fool.
ChatGPT, what is a picture?
I'm
ChatGPT,
sure that
this
you're a
is
fool.
not an
Not
argument, it's a
everything you see.
discussion. I'm asking you a question. What is
Yeah,
a
I'm
picture? What
not
is a
forced to
picture?
answer your question, but the thing is, not everything we see is. I can fake smile. People can fake things. So for you to assume, hold on, let me finish.
Are
For
you
you to see
smiling?
something,
If it's fake, are you
for
smiling
you,
still? Are
for
you
you,
smiling?
for you to see something and automatically assume that's authentic, it just shows that you're a naive person, or you're just, I don't know, you have a very
For
twisted
those for those five
point of
seconds,
view of
for those
reality.
5 seconds, they are true. You have to understand that, right? They're
What
real and
is
they're
truth?
smiling
What
regardless of
is
what
truth?
happens outside of that. A picture is meant to
Listen,
capture a bond in the present. Present, not
listen.
the future, not the past, the
I
present.
look. I understand your perspective, but the problem is, not everything you see is real. People can fake things, and you say truth.
It
That's
is
not
real.
truth.
Respectfully,
Hold
it
on,
is
hold on,
real.
hold
It
on,
is
hold on,
real.
hold on, hold on. You say it's truth, but truth is objective. But you can't see that because
Truth
your
is
point
objective,
of
correct?
view, your point of view is subjective. So you cannot claim it is truth. It's merely your
This is
perspective.
nonsense. Respectfully, this is nonsense. I mean, if
Well,
you have such a
I'm
horrible
pointing
relationship with your
I'm
partner
pointing.
yet you're not willing to post it on Instagram,
Well,
that's your
you're
problem.
talking a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, don't assume it's not a. I mean, for that moment,
Why are you interrupting?
I can agree with you, but regardless of what you're hiding behind that, in that specific moment, are you not presenting an image to the world that is real? Yes or no?
I think
No,
you're
no.
addicted.
Because if that image
Yeah,
wasn't real, you'd know the reality behind the life that they
guys,
live. You'd know
y'all
that that
mind if
person
I,
is suffering.
You don't know
I
reality. You don't know
Can I
okay,
can
reality.
I
y'all
can
mind
I
if I
ask
That's
make
you
a
a
coming from a
question?
person who
response?
can't even speak
You
English.
guys have
Can I ask you a
you're
question? I
both
haven't
are
said
you
anything
both are
yet.
very right to what you're saying, but you're coming at it. One of you is coming at the same water, but at two different levels of water. When I
No.
What are you
first
talking
mentioned,
about?
I haven't gotten a chance to talk yet. Can I say
so
something really quick?
what I'm simply saying is when I brought up the psychologist, he was not talking on the very surface level. He was talking on the deep level because these two couples are posting all this, and he's saying majority of it, their marriages are not happy. He is not
Thank
talking about
you.
that whenever they are at Disney World, he's not saying that they're not happy in the moment, but he's saying when you deal with their divorce rates and their talking to psychologists about, we went to Disney, I took her to Disney, and she was still complaining. Oh, well, my husband was over there flirting with all these girls, couldn't keep his eyes off, right? That's what he's talking about, the deep level. That's all we're
I
going. You
mean,
are 100% right because the reality is that we are all talking, But if I were to tell
Yeah,
you everybody's in here just lives 100% happy if we all took pictures right now, and the
Pastor,
deeper
I think
level,
you're misconstrued here, Pastor. I think you're misconstrued. You have to understand what causes a person not to post to begin with. Are they not suffering? Do they not want to show the world the suffering that they're going through? They're hiding something.
What?
Somebody mute that person. Somebody ban that person, please. The YSMN. We can't
So
have a
you think
conversation here.
that?
so all we're not saying you're wrong, but we're saying for a deeper level you're
Oh,
wrong.
he is
Yes, and
wrong.
I'm saying you're wrong on a surface level and a deep
I'm
level. You have
saying
to
he's
understand
wrong.
that.
No,
You're
your
wrong.
surface level,
Yeah, just
I
because
agree
ChatGPT,
with
you
you.
are wrong.
just
You are
because
wrong.
something
Your
appears
Okay,
as
existence
what
is
about what
wrong.
I
that
said
doesn't
is
mean that
wrong?
it
Clan,
is.
He's
clan
hold
I
on,
think
hold
skull,
on.
I
clan
think I'll tell
skull.
you what's
Can I
wrong. I'll tell you
please
what's wrong.
talk?
I think the
One
reason
second,
you're
one
arguing with
second.
me right now, I think the very
Can I
reason you're
please
arguing
talk?
with
I
me.
haven't gotten the
Hold
chance to
on, hold
talk in
on,
Hold
hold
on.
forever.
on.
Take a seat. You've been speaking for so
You,
long.
you, you,
I have
ChatGPT,
not
like I was
I have
saying,
not spoken at
ChatGPT,
all.
like I was saying
You
earlier,
talking for the
I think the
most.
reason you 1 second. I think the reason you're
Give other
arguing with
people a
me,
chance.
ChatGPT, you're insecure with your partnership. You are
I
not
knew
posting
it.
pictures
I
online.
knew
You're
it.
looking
Hold
at
on,
other
Give
hold
people
on.
people a
having happy
chance.
pictures online, and
Wait,
you're
wait,
trying to
wait,
put
wait,
that on
wait.
me.
1 second.
Can you give other people
Hold
a
You've
on.
been
chance to
speaking time and
talk?
time again,
Hold
Omar,
on.
respectfully,
Can I respond
respectfully.
You
to
have
him?
been
Because that was
talking the
fine.
most here. Give other people a chance. I
Omar,
haven't
you've
gotten the
never
chance to
shut your
speak
mouth.
yet.
Dude, do you
Wait,
love
where's
Yes.
the
hearing your own
gut?
voice or
Dude,
something? Bro,
I did not
just
even get the chance to
easy.
talk. My mouth has been closed until now. Like, give me the chance to talk.
Just
Just
because
because I wanted to
Pastor.
ask you, I wanted to ask a simple question. I wanted to ask a simple question.
Yeah, go ahead with your question, brother.
Listen, I wanted to ask you, a man can be smiling on the internet. Does that automatically mean that he is truly happy?
In all,
For that
in
specific moment, yes, he is. He's truly happy. When you
No,
smile, you're
it
giving
that is
off.
it does
I don't
not.
believe that. No
You're
It,
way.
it
pausing.
does
You're
not. And can I
pausing.
explain
Your
why?
muscles
It does
go
not.
up.
It
You're
does not.
signaling
And can I
emotion.
explain why? Can I